Hey guys, Cool Cats Crochets here. I just wanted to give you all a little note. Rob and I we're going through a bit of a hard time right now. We just lost one of our cats. We lost Penny, our calico. She was unfortunately diagnosed with lung cancer. And I just wanted to kind of give you guys a little rundown about what happened. So last April, shortly after AkaiCon, we noticed she had a lump on just between one of her tits and her leg. So we took it in to get it looked at and learned that it was a tumor. And we immediately scheduled surgery to have it removed. The surgery took, I don't remember exactly how many tits, if you will, cats have. I want to say the doctor told me, I think he said it was either 6 or 8, somewhere around those lines. But he ended up having to remove two whole tits in order to remove all the cancer. The surgery was a success, and they thought they had gotten it all out, but they sent the tumor to a lab to have it tested to make sure the cancer was either benign or malignant, and it turned out it was malignant, which means there was a chance that it could come back. But they weren't 100% sure. They just told us to keep an eye on her. And so we were doing that, and she seemed completely fine after the surgery. She was eating, she was playing with the others, she was as loving as ever. But then about 2 months ago, we discovered another small bump on her stomach. It wasn't near as big as the last time, so we were very hopeful, because the first one we found, it was about the size, it felt like it was about the size of a ping pong ball, whereas this one, it felt like it was just a really small marble. So we were hopeful that we caught it in time, but we took her to the vet again, and he felt around, and he confirmed that yes, it was another small tumor, but it turned out the tumor was the least of our concerns. They took her back for some x-rays, and he called us back there with the results, and we were heartbroken to learn the cancer had not only mutated, but it had spread to her lungs. And by the time they took her x-rays, it had spread to half of her lungs. I don't remember exactly the name of it, but he told us that the survival rate for cats with this particular cancer was about 1 month. Rob and I were completely shocked. We're still in shock, honestly. We just, our first reaction was surgery, chemo. What can we do to fix this? And the doctor told us that at the state that she was in, chemo probably could help a little bit, but at the same time, it could also cause more complications, cause her more pain. And it was at that point that we took a good look at her, and we realized she had lost so much weight, and she was already down to 7 pounds. She had lost at least 4 or 5 pounds already. It was quite a shock, to say the least. So he gave her a shot of steroids to help keep her airway open, and he said that we could bring her back every couple weeks for a checkup. And he was as thorough and as reassuring as he could be. Rob and I were very grateful for everything he tried to do. It was at that point that we realized just how downhill things had gone. She significantly slowed down eating and playing. She slept a lot more than usual, but she still was always the daddy's girl. She still hung around daddy, and every time he came home, she would sit on the couch, wait for him to come sit down next to her and watch TV. And she proved that she was a lot stronger than we gave her credit for. The doctor said that survival rate was estimated to be a month. She lasted for 2 whole months. All my kids are special, but Penny was actually a little more special because she was, Rob says this all the time, she was the cat that got him to like cats. She was the best girl. She was the best daddy's girl. She would always just want to be around people, no matter how tired she was. And she legit lasted for a long time without showing any signs of suffering. She ate, it did get to the point where she would only drink broth, but she would still look at us the same loving way. The way she came into our lives, she actually just showed up on my in-laws' doorstep. My mother-in-law had been feeding her for a couple days, and I asked her, have you ever tried to pet her? And she said no. So I opened the screen door just a little bit. Well, no, I didn't open the screen door. I opened the window of the screen door, and I started talking to her. And the second I opened the screen door, she jumped up on the sun chair and just begged for me to pet her. I picked her up and just started purring the sweetest purr. I never in my life met a cat that warmed up to me that fast. It was such a shocker. And Rob and I, we were actually just engaged at the time. We hadn't gotten married yet. I stayed with his parents for about a month before we got married. We didn't start living together until after we got married. That was very important to us and our families. But we took her home. We just celebrated our 5th year anniversary last year. And when we took her to the doctor to get her evaluated, he estimated that she was about 2 years old. So roughly, by our best guess, she was around 8 or 9 years old. Still pretty young, sadly. But we are so grateful for every day that we spent with her. She really warmed up to Rob. She taught him so much about having a cat in his life. So right now we just have 4 cats. We still have my Keo bear, of course, the one boy. He's actually sitting on the other side of the table just staring at me. He can sense that I'm upset. And we still have our crabby Shade. She's still crabby and growl as ever. And we still have our 2 kittens that showed up. They're not really kittens anymore, but we still call them kittens, Cookie and Cream. It's funny, even though we still have 4 cats, it still feels like there's a huge piece missing. I've been crying for days, honestly. And this is actually the longest I've gone without crying. I don't think I've ever cried this much in my life. My eyes are so swollen and so red. It's just ridiculous. But Penny will always be a special girl. We have a couple pictures of her on the wall, and we'll definitely get a couple more. We actually had a couple of picture pillows made. I thought it was a little bit of a silly idea at first, but now I'm glad Rob talked me into getting them because it shows you could just look at her face and just know that she was just the best cat. But after she passed, we took her to the vet because they have cremation services. Rob and I agreed we couldn't bring ourselves to bury her. We couldn't do it. I just wanted to give a little memento for her. Penny, you were seriously the best cat. We will always love you. And thank you for all the wonderful days you gave us. We won't forget them. not. Oh, I think she likes it. Don't shake it too much. You want it to break.
It's not going to break with you doing that?
I guess not. She's licking her lips. Hungry? Hungry? What was that? Oh, Penny. Okay. There. Trying to make Mama feel guilty? Huh? Hmm? What was that? You're funny. Oh yeah. She's playing and scratching at the same time.
See if I can get to the top. Go, Penny, go. Go, Penny, go.
I sprayed the scratching post that's on the top, so Oh, wow. I just got a perfect clip of his back paw. We have such smart kitties.
There she goes. Oh, look at that. Look at that. She was doing like this all throughout, talking at the end of the meeting. As we were saying hi to everyone in the chat room, she was just going off. Before it started, she was standing over there and she attacked our poor little Shade. Chased her on up under the table. Still continued to try to attack her. What's gotten into you?
You want a treat? Treat? You want a treat? Treat? I don't even have to get it out. She knows. Just spread the word. You want a treat? 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 Okay. That's what you want? Treat? Shady kids, you want a treat? You're such smart girls. Want a treat? Here's a good girl.
which is good.
What's wrong, Penny?
Because I remember being really happy for both Larissa and I.
Are you neglected, little girl? Are you neglected?
Sorry, I thought you were taking a picture.
No, I was...
So I took your warning as to not say anything.
Well, I meant to her.
Okay.
Is it really how you lick your nose? Are you seeing this?
Is it just too far down to your medicine?
No, it's... I don't know, is that what's wrong? If I changed it to a plate, will that help? I can't believe... I can't believe she's... Plate and see if that helps, but I don't think it will matter. You want a plate, little girl? Is that what it is? You want me to switch to a plate? Here. Is that better? Okay. Is that better? Yeah, apparently that's right. Oh, that was so cute. There. You are not helping, little one. Oh, fuzzy. There we go. You are not helping. You can't make that jump, little one. Annie. Oh. There. It's okay. Wow, I've never heard you growl before, little girl. I know. It's okay. Penny. It's okay. There. It's okay. It's okay. Poor thing. a good big sis.